You are watching a horror movie, alone, in the dark. You know the monster is fake. You know it is just actors and makeup. But your heart is pounding, your palms are sweating, your body is acting like it is fighting for its life. But there is no danger. There never was. Why does your brain make you afraid of nothing? And it gets weirder, much weirder. You hear a sound in the next room, just a creak. You freeze, your breath catches, muscles tense. It is just the house settling. You know this. But your body reacted before your brain could stop it, before you could even think about stopping it. This is not a bug in your brain. This is the most important survival feature you have, and it has been keeping humans alive for 2 million years. To understand this, you need to know something about your brain. Your brain has two fear systems, not one. Two. Scientists call them the low road and the high road. The low road is the fast one, extremely fast. It takes just 12 milliseconds from threat to reaction. The low road bypasses your conscious mind entirely. Sound travels from your ear directly to your amygdala. The amygdala is your brain's fear headquarters. This path never asks, is this real? It just reacts. In 2026, scientists made a breakthrough discovery. They found a direct auditory low road in the human brain, a shortcut from the ear to fear. No thinking required. This pathway is ancient. It evolved before human consciousness. The high road is completely different. It takes 300 milliseconds, an eternity in brain time. Sound goes to your cortex first, the thinking part. Your cortex analyzes, is this a real threat? 300 millisecond versus 12. Your fear body reacts 25 times faster than your thinking brain. By the time you think it is just a movie, your body is ready to fight. This speed kept your ancestors alive. A twig snaps in the dark. Your ancestor does not wait to identify it. He reacts first, asks questions later. The ones who waited to identify the sound did not survive. Speed over accuracy. That is the rule. But speed is only half the story. Your brain has another trick. It is intentionally biased, not just fast. Aggressively biased toward one kind of mistake. This is called error management theory. Every decision under uncertainty has two errors. A false positive. You see a threat. There is no threat. You see no threat. There is a threat. These two errors have very different costs. A false positive costs you almost nothing. A moment of fear. A false negative costs you everything, your life. Over millions of years, natural selection did the math. The brain that made more false alarms survived. The brain that missed threats did not. Your brain is a smoke detector. A smoke detector set to scream at every burnt piece of toast, because missing a real fire is worse than 1,000 false alarms. This is why you jump at shadows. This is why you feel afraid in the dark. Your brain is not trying to be accurate. It is trying to keep you alive. Accuracy would have gotten you killed. The ancestors who were paranoid became ancestors. The ones who were relaxed did not. You are here because your ancestors overreacted to rustling leaves, to strange sounds, to nothing at all, over and over for 2 million years. But your brain does something even stranger. It does not just detect threats. It detects agents, faces, figures, presences, intentions behind the noise. Scientists call it the hyperactive agency detection device. Your brain is wired to see other minds everywhere. In a VR experiment, over 90% of people detected an agent that was not there. They saw someone who was not there. Same math as before, same survival logic. Missing a real person or predator costs everything. Seeing a person who is not there costs nothing. So your brain sees faces in clouds, figures in the dark, presences in empty rooms. This is why humans believe in ghosts, gods, and spirits. Every supernatural being in history has a human-like face. We did not invent them. Our brains detected them. This hyperactive detector created every god you have heard of. Your brain evolved to see people everywhere. Because in the ancestral world, other humans were the most important thing. More important than food. More important than shelter. Your brain would rather see a ghost than miss a person. And there is one more layer. The strangest one. Why do you have nightmares? Threat simulation theory has an answer. Your dreams are a training ground for survival. During REM sleep, your brain runs threat scenarios, being chased, falling, drowning, fighting a monster. These are not random images. They are rehearsals. Your brain simulates danger so you are ready for real danger, a flight simulator. But for survival, studies confirm 80% of dreams contain threatening events. Children in dangerous environments have more nightmares. The threat simulation system turns on when threats are present. Your worst nightmare was your brain training you. Practice being afraid. Practice escaping. Practice fighting. All while your body is safely lying in bed. This is why humans evolved to dream. Not to process emotions, not to sort memories, to practice staying alive. Your nightmares are a gift from your ancestors. A million years of survival lessons delivered while you sleep. So the next time you are scared by something you know is not real. A horror movie, a shadow, a strange sound in the night. Remember what is actually happening inside your head. Your brain just saved your life. Again, it reacted before you could think. Because thinking takes too long. It chose a false alarm over a missed threat. False alarms are free. It saw a presence in the darkness. Missing a real person costs everything. It ran nightmare simulations last night, so you would be ready today. Your fear of things that are not dangerous is not weakness. It is the single most important reason you are still alive.